Isn't it enough to be a good person without being religious? I mean, if you had to pick between one of the two, good person or religious, I think most people would say, oh, well, I'd rather be a good person. So when people say to me, I'd rather be a good person, or it's enough to be a good person, surely that makes sense. Well, let's step back for a second and ask, what is a good person? The typical answer people will respond with is someone who doesn't hurt anyone. But if you think about it, it's not really true. A person whose actions are made up of not hurting anyone isn't good. That person is simply not bad. Under this definition, we could say most Germans living under Nazi rule were good people. They didn't hurt anyone. But for those who simply turned the other cheek while their neighbours were being round up, can't be considered to be good people. Because being a good person is more than just not doing bad. Being a good person means being actively good. It's not enough simply to not hurt others. A good person tries to stop others being hurt. It's not enough to not do injustices. A good person seeks to resolve injustices. In fact, sometimes you don't even have to do something bad in order to do bad. You simply have to do nothing. And it's for this reason that Judaism considers it essential that there are so many positive commandments of good deeds. The Jew is commanded to give charity, to visit the sick, to avoid judging people, not to embarrass someone, to silence gossip. Goodness also includes holiness from a Jewish perspective, and the Jew is commanded in many areas of holiness, such as sexual ethics of kashrut, keeping kosher, and some of them make more sense than others. But Jews believe they are designed by God to make us become close and connected to our Creator. Whereas in the secular world, pretty much all the laws are negative laws, i.e. don't commit this criminal act. There are very few secular laws demanding good actions. And indeed, generally speaking, I don't think it should be the role of secular government to command positive actions. This is the value of having individuals observing religion. And Judaism has undoubtedly created the most extensive code of good behavior known to man. And there's a reason it does this, because many of us are quite content to lead lives not committed to much more than ourselves. Indeed, individuals need a code of ethics and standards to live by. It's not enough to simply have moral ideals. Many political ideologies have arisen with high ideals, yet have caused devastating destruction. If we want justice and peace in the world, we need binding ethical laws, not just ideals. To become a better sports person, you need a system and a routine that will perfect your performance. The same applies for goodness. Of course, there are people that don't observe Jewish law and are actively good, and neither I nor Judaism are saying that non-Jews are obligated to assume the burden of Jewish laws. But Jews, however, are obligated to observe Jewish laws, to create a model society that can become as good, as giving, and as holy as possible. I'm Ollie Anisfeld, and you're watching JTV.
To stay up to date with JTV content, click subscribe here if you're on YouTube and hit the alarm bell. And if you're on Facebook, hit the like button, and under following, click see first. If you enjoy watching JTV content and want to help us continue to grow, please consider making a donation to us by clicking here.